everyone. My name is Dheeraj Sacharya, and our group we are predicting whether the loan is being repaid or not. So the project title is Predicting Bank Loan Repayment. So if we come into the project statement of our team, it's in banking sector, most of the income revenue is generated through the interest paid by the customers. Banks usually, while giving loans to the customers, they check various attributes, and if the customer meets all the requirements, then they give the loan. But sometimes we can't be assured that the person will pay back everything. So we have taken the data set from Kaggle, and our dependent variable is the loan status, whether the loan is fully paid or charged off. So there are about 200K records in this. So there's 77% of the people have fully paid, then 23% have not paid, have been charged off. So in this, we will use the predictive analysis to check whether which variable is affecting the customer to not pay the bank loan. So here we have many things. So credit score, annual income. So for example, say if the annual income is less and if the bank loan taken is very much high, it will be difficult for the person to pay back the loan. So my friends will take you through this furthermore.
This is Akshit, and as part of exploratory data analysis, we made our efforts in finding percentage of charged off loan status among individual category of various categories. So for this, we made use of Python, Seaborn, and Matplotlib libraries in Jupyter environment. And if you could see the following graphs, let me explain one of these plots, and the same things can be applied to for each and every other plot. So if you could see one of the categorical variable which is called as years of credit history, and if you could see like each category among this variable, we could see like less than 10, 11 to 20, 21 to 30, and more than 30. And what we have found out is we have found the percentage of charged off among each and every category, like percentage of charged off, which is represented by blue in less than 10, 11 to 20, and so on. And if you could see, it's like around 20% for less than 10, and it's around 15% and 11 to 20, and so on. So from this, we could establish that who are having less than 10 years of credit history, or it's a maximum like around 20%. So we could say that this category has a maximum charged off loan status when compared to all other years like 11 to 20, 21 to 30, and so on. And so these similar explanations can be understood for all other category variables like credit score, term, home ownership, and as well as purpose. So my explanatory data analysis acts as medium between our problem statement and model findings.
Hi, I'm Daniel, and I'm going to explain the data modeling techniques that we have used for predicting whether a loan case will be fully paid or charged off. So, for creating the data mining model, we have used two-class boosted decision tree algorithm with two techniques. One is without sampling, and one is with sampling. And we have got the following metrics here for both the techniques. And when we see the area under the curve column, we see that area under the curve is much better when we use the sampling technique, but the other metrics like accuracy and precision suggest otherwise. But at the end, we are considering area under the curve since it is a better metric to justify which model has a better classification. And after that, I'm going to explain the machine learning experiment flow. So the data cleaning, first step is data cleaning. So since we had a lot of null values in our data set, we have especially in the columns like credit score and annual income, we have replaced those null values with the mean values. After that, we are going to split the data into 70% train and 30% test data. And after that, we have grouped the data into we have used group data into bins model for converting some of our continuous variables into categorical variables based on their quantile ranges. And in our sampling technique, we have used the smooth sampling technique for increasing the number of charged off classes in the loan status variable from 25% to 47%. And finally, in the model summary, we can say that by using the smooth sampling technique, we have got better area under the curve. And so going forward, we are going to say that the model with the smooth sampling technique is a better model. And in the model improvements, since we didn't have interest rate in our data set, we would have built much better model had we used the interest rate call.
Hi, I'm Surya and I'll be talking about future prospects and recommendations based on our model and observations. The important question that we wanted to answer to the leadership of the bank is how to reduce the number of loan defaulters. For that, we have the following recommendations. Firstly, we have built a model that predicts if a customer will default on his loan or fully repaid given all the relevant information of the customer with an accuracy and precision of 71%. Then we have the following observations that we would like the bank to take into consideration. Firstly, while giving loans to small business customers, uh, the bank should consider more restrictions and follow stricter criteria because they have a high percentage of charging off their loans. And then also the bank should come up with revised low interest rates which encourages small business customers to clear off their loans. And then the same thing with people having credit score between 500 to 600, that is also a red flag. So banks should try to reduce the number of loans to giving people with low credit scores. And again, the same case with people having credit history less than 10 years. And then people who are staying in rented homes as well, they have high percentage of loan defaulters. Lastly, the long-term loans. This is also another red flag. So the bank should follow stricter procedure in evaluating the eligibility for long-term loans in order to avoid charged off loans. Thank you.